CornBread Tortillas is a multidisciplinary folk opera that includes storytelling, music, and dance from Appalachia and various parts of Latin America. I moved from Appalachia to University of Kentucky to go to college and learn to speak Spanish. And at that time in Kentucky, there was a growing Spanish-speaking population coming in from different parts of Latin America. And as I learned the language and learned more about the cultures, I realized that there were so many similarities. You know, this really took off in 2016, which was a politically divisive time in our country. And we felt very strongly about the power of presenting this project at a time when anti-immigrant sentiment kind of had a wave. To us, this is just a way to counteract that divisiveness and try to bring people together and foster compassion and understanding.
I grew up not too far from here, and I used to always love to come to this area. This property that we're on right here, Homegrown Hideaways, is a really beautiful destination. They have awesome festivals here. You can rent a cabin or a tree house. It really gives you that Appalachian flavor, and it's not that far away.
There are members of CornBread Tortillas from different backgrounds and different groups.
We showcase the different members in the group by featuring specific dances and specific songs and specific stories from the cast members' lives.
I have performed a lot with my daughter and my son-in-law. Paulina, when she moved here, we immediately snatched her up because it was just a dream for me to work with a dancer of her caliber.
So I've been dancing since I was 5. So my whole family are folk dancers. So my mom did it, and all my cousins, my grandma. I come from an immigrant family. My parents are from Mexico, and my grandparents are from Mexico. I was born in Nebraska, so it's been a journey to kind of walk along both cultures. It's a percussive dance, so it's like tap, but it's different. So you have nails that are nailed to the bottom of your shoes, and it's dances from all over Mexico. So in every state there's a different song, or there's different instruments used, there's different costumes and dresses used. So it's really cool to dance these certain dances because they're so different from one another, and they have so many different influences.
We just put things around the stage that evoke different cultures and backgrounds that we have. Well, it's pretty basic set design. We use a quilt that I made for Yanni that's made out of our grandmother's fabrics and our children's clothes. Then we use a couple traditional fabrics from the Andes. There's so many things that you could talk about when you're talking about similarities and differences between Appalachian and Latin American cultures. For example, this sort of deep reverence for the elders and the grandparents, the abuelos, a deep love and attachment to place. And I think in both cases with Appalachians and different parts of Latin America, there have been out migrations for work, and everywhere you see those populations have traveled, there are these deep homesick songs. So that's a part of the musical tradition. This group is kind of like that quilt that I made for Yanni. We are just taking little pieces of all of our lives and our families and our background and our histories. We're stitching them all together and making something beautiful that will hopefully bring comfort to people. Like my granny always said, use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without.